stampinpie.com. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Diana Gibbs, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am in Santan Valley, Arizona. So welcome to my channel. I appreciate you being here. I also want to apologize for breaking the internet.
One thing I always try
Oh my
for
gosh.
when I do makeup on like someone I've never done
And not
before.
having my computer on mute. Oh my god. So anyways, I was uploading my ugly foot pictures to Facebook, and I think I broke the internet. So this weekend, Jeff went fishing, and he wasn't supposed to come home till Monday. So Sunday, I'm doing the laundry. I innocently put my hummingbird feeder that I had to wash in the little laundry sink, plug the sink, turn the water on to fill it up a little bit. Well, then the phone rings, and it's Jeff, and he's on his way home, so he's coming home a day early. So while he's talking and he's giving me all his fish tales and, all that kind of stuff, I'm deaf. So a normal person would probably have heard the water still is filling up in the laundry sink, right? While I'm in the kitchen. They also would have heard that the sink had filled up, and now it was like dropping water like all over the floor in the laundry room. And I'm just on the phone, oh, blah, 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 and listening to Jeff's tales. Hey, everyone, good afternoon, everybody. So I don't know how long we talked, but at least an inch worth of water all over the laundry floor, and it even started to come into the studio. And I was like, and I thought the washing machine, had overflowed or something, because I had the washer and the dryer both going. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? And then I see the sink, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Now I'll admit I said more than oh my gosh. So then I hurry, I get towels, and I used all the towels, and then I got paper towels. So I'm moving stuff onto the freezer because it had been all over the top of the laundry sink, right? So I moved one of my little Ray Dunn pots off to the side. So then I had to like move something else onto the freezer. So I had pushed, so I just kind of pushed whatever, and that Ray Dunn thing fell off the freezer and hit my foot, and it hurt like a you-know-what. And I was like, oh my gosh. So now my foot is killing me, and now not only do I have water all over the floor, now I have shards of Ray Dunn everywhere because that thing smashed into a million little pieces. I don't know if you've ever had Corelle dishes, but they always just say they don't break. And those would break like you wouldn't believe. You would find pieces years later. So anyway, so now I'm like, and then I looked down at my foot because I thought, oh, it just hit my foot. And I see the blood coming, and it actually cut my foot. And I'm going, oh my gosh. So I can't walk because I'm going to walk over all that shards of glass. Eric finally got home, my son, and I was like, okay, we need to sweep this up so neither one of us get cut. So we were doing that. I go to the bathroom, I wrap my bloody foot up, and then I finally was like, you know what? I might have to go to the urgent care, because I'm like, I couldn't tell the way my toe kind of hanged and just the blood, if I broke my toe, but it definitely was cut, right? So anyway, so Jeff still wasn't home. Eric, if you know Eric, he's my son, and he's autistic, so he doesn't drive. And I hollered at my neighbor, and her mom was visiting, so she ran me to urgent care. And a couple hours later, they saw me. No x-ray, so I still don't know if it's broken. It still hurts like a heck. But he didn't want to put stitches because he said glue would work, so he glued it and bungee taped it or steri stripped it. So now it is just this horrible, ugly mess. And I actually taped my other toe together so it kind of has some support. So I am like a mess. So long story short, we'll see if I do any more lives this week, because today I didn't have my foot up all day, and yesterday it was up all day with ice on it. But I wanted to get my mimeograph, Oh my gosh, I'm a stamper. Not a doctor, if you could see my taped up foot. But I wanted to get my mimeograph done. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna pick a really quick one. Till I got doing it, I'm like, oh, well, this isn't right, but it is so stinking cute. And it's a great little gift card holder. So that's what I'm gonna do. So thanks for listening to my jabber of craziness. And again, I'm sorry that I broke the internet because it's still not working, right? Facebook's down and all that kind of good stuff. So anyways, all right, so let me make sure after all my blabbing that I am in the right spot. Okay, and let me turn the phone. So hopefully you can see me. Okay, all right, I am Karen. One hot mess is true, is very truthful. Okay, so before we get to the card, let me go over a couple things. All right. The monthly stuff. So the monthly hostess code for October is this code right here. But like I tell you every time, if you are in one of my stamp clubs, you have your own code. This is just for everybody else that is ordering less than 150, right? Because you'll get your own hostess benefits for that. I also have new goodies or guts this month. What is a little bit different in regards to the guts this month, your little piggy is going to be finished for you. So if you order 75 in the month, you know, it can be a cumulative orders. But if you order 75 before tax and shipping in the month of October, you can pick the goodies, which are the From My Heart faceted gems, or the guts, which are the supplies to make these. So the little box, this card, and like I said, the little piggy ornament will already be done for you. So when I send you your email saying, thank you for your order, it'll say right in there, let me know if you want the goodies or the guts. And then this is what you would get in the mail. All right, so let me get this out of the way. Behind me. Oh. So yeah, so my foot is just throbbing. Okay, so let's see, what else do I have? Oh, so the second, Saturday was the second. And I know, Rhonda, and then it's even my right foot. This foot has been, it's been cut as a child. I kicked a lawnmower as a teenager and messed it up. And now this as an adult. And it's the same foot. All right, so Saturday was World Card Making Day. So customers and my team that had the Christmas Whimsy kit, we just kind of had a Zoom. And we had fun right there. So I wanted to show you. So I just want to show you the cards. So some of them I did it on video before. So these are how you're supposed to make the kit. Because I had them on my desk. I thought I might as well show. So these ones are how you're supposed to make the kit. I think I changed it a little bit. But then these ones, so those are the ones I did like it's supposed to. But these were my two alternatives that I think turned out super cute. So this is one of the alternatives. And then this one too. So those ones turned out, I didn't put anything on the inside of that one yet. But those were my two alternatives for the kit. And these use that Memories and More cards and envelopes. I have so many of those. So those are probably going to be Christmas things. All right. Let me put that beside. Now I think I've shared all my craziness. Let me get that off of there. All right. So this is the card that I thought, you know what? Because I'm like, I just want to do something quick. You know? I was like, oh, this is a super cute card. Looks super quick because it's DSP, a little bit of stamping, solid stamping. I don't have to color. Super quick, super quick. So then I got the recipe or the instructions, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, well, it uses the 6x6 craft paper. So this is some new stuff that we have, and it's just like a little, it just looks like craft, right? But it's got this natural look to it. It's got like little flecks. It looks like homemade paper, basically. Yes, what a day. What a day. And I can't, every time something weird happens, I'm like, is this the 13th? Is this Friday the 13th? So anyway, so it uses the craft paper. But then it said the card size, when I'm reading the directions, was 3.5 by 8.5. And I thought, how can it be 3.5 by 8.5 when this paper is only 6 by 6? So then I'm like, well, this little card turned out to be, well, not hard. I mean, I figured it out, but it definitely was, the instructions were wrong. All right, so I'm sticking that behind me. But it also said, so the little thing, where is my, so what helped me was, this goes with this. So it gives me the directions for the envelope. So let me do the envelope. So that helped me figure out what was the real size of that card. All right. So let's begin, shall we? All right. So we need some basic white cardstock. We are using the Christmas to Remember set. And I still have one. This was the September Christmas class in the mail, and I mentioned that before. I still have one class packet left. I made 10 Christmas cards, and you get the stamp set. I still have one left over, so let me know if you want that. I can give you more information on that. I'm also using Christmas Season, and oh, this is from that card. I didn't use this for these cards, but this is where I got the tree. The Christmas trees is where I got that tree to add on that other alternative card. All right, and then the seasonal labels, because it goes with, the seasonal labels goes with this. These two go together because it cuts out all these little doohickeys. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to get our pieces stamped. So thank you for listening to my Once Upon a Time story. Oh, all right, so we are stamping. So we have early espresso. We have have a holly jolly Christmas. Have a holly jolly Christmas. I dare you to stamp that greeting without singing that song. Under your breath, you're probably saying, just yes, under your breath, Diana. My granny used to always say, if you're singing for me, you can shut up anytime. So my cousin even made me a sign that says that. Isn't that funny? When my sister gave it to me, I cried. I miss Granny so much. All right, so now I'm going, so that was Real Red. This is Pear Pizzazz. And then this set is so nice. I love this one. It's a nice solid set, you know, and I like to color, you know, all the time, but we've got quite a few solid ones that I'm really falling in love with. All right. Then we have that right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take it over and we're going to die cut it out with the die. So look how fast that was. All right. So I've got die cut it out my pieces. So now I don't know if they put anything on the inside of the card, but you know me, I like to put something on the inside of the card. Hey, Janice. All right, so that's gonna go down on the bottom like that. All right, now this one, so I'm gonna show you my original one. Now my original one, I have like in the catalog going up and down, but this one, I thought, you know what? I think I might wanna turn it this direction. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just wanna make sure it fits that way. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my grid paper right here because I'm going to stamp off on the inside just a little bit. All right. Use your grid paper so you know you're straight. All right. So we're going to go Pear Pizzazz. Stamp it off. And garden green. So just like I did on the front of the card, but I'm going to stamp these off on the inside of the card because I'm going to put the greeting over top of it. All right, so hold on a minute. Scoot that around so I can stamp this over top. Okay. And then our little cherries with the real red, again, they'll be stamped off too. Got our cute little berries. But the inside, it's going to obviously say something different. So this is from that same Christmas to Remember. So I just want to make sure that this is straight. All right, so may this Christmas to remember. What does it say? Oh my gosh. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. So that's going to go on the inside. So by stamping off this, it just lets that greeting, pop out a little bit more. If I'd have done solid, it would have been like way darker. All right, so let that dry. So let's get our card. So this is the cute little card. So isn't that so fun? So it's just the 3, I just scored the 6x6 by 3, folded in half, trimmed, and then it's just shorter than a 5. Then you have your piece of DSP. So that's going to go in there. So this paper, like if you didn't have this craft, you could do it with any colored paper. Even the crumb cake would work, but I stuck with what it was done within the catalog. I'm just gonna assemble it on the side instead because I think I'll be able to have more ribbon that way. Because I had to trim my ribbon, so there wasn't tons showing because you needed to be able to fit in that envelope. All right, so I'm gonna turn it this way, so just so that it's, just off to the side a little bit. All right, so we're gonna want these and this. We're also using, hang on, I'm gonna close these pads because they are screaming, close me, you're gonna put your hand in me. And I'm all done stamping anyway, so I might as well close them, right? Okay, so we're also using this pretty gold, cherry cobbler and gold ribbon, as well as just the gold ribbon. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive there. And we're going to put our ribbon on the card. So like I said, I'm changing this a little bit from the original one. Just because I want to have a little bit more ribbon showing. And I want it to fit in the envelope. All right, so then this is going to go over here. So I'm going to take some dimensionals. So welcome if you are new. Always say hi. Always let me know where you're coming from. All right, so that's going to go in there. Oops, upside down, but still. Okay. So some dimensionals. So we're going to put our tag. So this holds a gift card, which is so cool. So now I think I might make some of these up. I always like to kind of have some things on hand. And this would be perfect, right? Like Jeff comes home from work and says, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday. So I always have like a stack of cards, that he can pick from. So this would be great too, have these cute little gift cards already ready to go, but you can just put a gift card in. All right, so we've got our little leaves. So they're just going to get tacked up underneath. Easy peasy. And then you've got your little holly berries. Oops, I got 2 on that one. Get off there. All All right, so then your holly berries, wherever you want them. So there's actually 2 dies. So the first time I cut out my holly berries, there's one that has a stem and the one without. And I used the stem. I didn't even realize, oh, there's one without a stem. All right, because you want the one without the stem. All right, so then we have our cute little holly berries. Now you could add bling and all that kind of stuff if you wanted, but let me put the inside and then we'll do the envelope. Oh my gosh, the envelope is so cute. All right, so let's put the inside. But isn't this the cutest little card? But like I said, this just uses the Craft 6x6. It's a new little pack of paper that's in the mini catalog. But you could choose crumb, you know, if you wanted. But isn't that cute? All right, so let me go to the envelope. So the envelope is... All right, so here's the envelope. So the envelope is 7 inches by 7 inches. And that's what it starts as. And then you're going to score. So where's my instructions? Hold on a minute. All right, so then you're going to score. So take it over to your score. And now ignore this because I just did this for the video. So you could do this after, but I just wanted to already have that little slot already done, so that's why it's there. But anyways, all right, so you got 7 inches by 7 inches. So you're going to score 2 inches and then 5 1/4 inch, and then you're going to turn it and you're going to score it, well, I'll turn it this way. You're going to score it 3/4 inch and then 5 3/4 inch, and that makes your envelope. So what I did was I got all my creases ready because it made it a little easier to cut, because this is super hard paper to see where you have scored. And then you're going to cut, oops, let me get that out of there. Then you're going to cut some of this away. All right. So you're just going to cut on the score line over to this score line. And cut. So you're going to do the same thing. So you're just basically making an envelope. So this is how I was able to figure out what size that card really was, because it sure as heck was not the size it said. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, on an angle, cut that there. And that's just going to help fold it, and it pretties it up too. All right, so then you're going to do the same thing up here. So again, if you score it like and fold it first, it just kind of helps you, because then you can see where your score lines are. So same thing, go over and then cut that away. So yeah, so I told Jeff, I go, see, you can't leave me alone. This is why I always say that I have to go leave this world before him, because I don't do well when he's not here. Okay, so then there's that. And then you're just going to do the same thing. So you're going to cut that at an angle and then cut that at an angle. So here's your little envelope. So before you glue, just kind of dry fit it. You know what? I always say that. I don't know if that's the right words. But you can see where this is catching just a little bit. So all you want to do is just cut this a little smidge. Just take that off just a hair, just a tiny little bit, just a little tiny little bit, and it's just going to help it fold a little better. This was such a cute, so I am totally making more of these. This is so great to use that DSP up. All right, so fold, so see, now it lays better. And then over here, same thing, so that's good. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take our green tip glue and we're going to glue our envelope together. So these are the pieces that go on the top. So all I do is I put a little bead of glue down here, and then I put a little bead of glue down here. That way when it folds over, you're not getting any glue on the inside because you have to put your card in there. All right. And then we're just going to glue your envelope closed on the bottom. And then you've got your cute little envelope. Stinking cute. All right. Then, all right, so let's find our card. So here's our little card. So we're going to put our card in there. And where's my gift card? So I always have this gift card handy. And it's just an old, used up. I don't even know if it ever did have money. It might have because that was checked off of it. But it's just for pictures. I wrote right on there, sample for pictures. So see, that holds a gift card. Super cute. You're going to slide that in there. You're going to fold this down. And then you're going to take that gold ribbon. You're going to come up here. You're going to put your gold ribbon in like this. So it's still on the spool while I get this figured out. All right. So that looks pretty good lengthwise. And then we're just going to tie it in a pretty bow. All right. And then we'll tie it in a bow. Hold on a minute. So I didn't glue this, because you want the person to be able to get in there. All right, let me turn this one because this one's longer. So just like you're tying your shoes. This is such pretty ribbon. I'm not a big gold person, but I do love this ribbon, and it ties beautifully. It holds beautifully. It's got a little bit of a texture to it so that it holds, that tie. And this little slot thing, is actually in here. It's in the seasonal labels. There's a couple. There's also one that has like a little, angle. So anyways, all right. So there's your cute little envelope. So isn't that fun? Isn't that adorable? Now here's the other one. So this one is the one I did beforehand. So see how this one goes up and down. The other one, let me get it out of there so you can compare the two. But isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, I am so making these up. And then that ribbon's just loose, but it's, good to go. I can just leave it with that. But here's the other finished one. So you can see side by side that they both look super adorable. But this one, see, there's not a whole lot of ribbon because you want it to be able to fit in the envelope. So, I wanted to keep it within, you still have a little room. You still have a little wiggle room, but with this one, I could have more of that ribbon there. So I like either one of them. And then if you put a gift card in there, so either one works. So anyways, let me flip my phone around so I can say, see you later, alligator. All right. But isn't that, it is so fun. And yes, they could totally recycle it, right? Because the envelope's not glued shut. The ribbon just holds it. And yeah, if you didn't put your name even, they could take the money and give the card away. But it is super cute. So I'm definitely going to make a bunch of these up. Not today. I got to go put my foot up because I haven't it up all day. But so if I don't do lives this week, I'm just going to play it by ear tomorrow, see how I do. I'm going to take the rest of the day off. Like I said, because I thought this was when I looked in the catalog. And then I had to figure it. Not that it wasn't hard, because look how it took me no time at all, really to make it. But I just had to do some reconfiguring and stuff. But so I totally love it. It is so stinking cute. And it can be anything. You can make birthday cards. I mean, always have those gift cards ready to go. So anyway, so thank you, Karen. Thanks, Jeannie. Janice, a bunch of you are on here today. So thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, I'll play it by ear. The Facebook is broken. Aloha, Minda. And so I couldn't even go in there to put my events. You know, and like I said, I mean, I thought it was me. Because I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't put ugly foot pictures on Facebook. And then I talked to my sister, and she was like, oh, it's down everywhere. And then she was the one that was like, well, if it's broken, they don't really do anything with a broken toe anyway. So she just, you know, says tape it to the other one, and then at least it's got some support. But it's nasty ugly today. So anyways, I gotta go put it up. So I will see you tomorrow, or I won't. But so anyways, and yes, go make some of those. So I may see you tomorrow, I may not. If not, have a great evening, everyone. And thank you so much for joining me, and have a great night. All right, bye for now.